Our destination for this trip is Green Bay, which is part of Lake Michigan. I'm fishing with Dale Stroschein, a good friend of mine. Now we're going to fish a little bit different today. Oftentimes on the Great Lakes you're out trolling open water and things, but today we're actually going to contour troll. We might be trolling crankbaits, we're going to look at using spinners, we're going to be fishing anywhere from 20 to 50 foot deep if we have to. We're going to look for these fish with our electronics. We're going to basically do whatever it takes to get the next bite.
Green Bay may be well known for its football team, but it's also known to serious fishermen as a great place to catch walleyes.
I got it! All right! Nice fish, Dale!
Longtime Packer backer Keith Kavajecz has met with good friend and fellow Tracker Pro team member Dale Stroschein. The two are hoping to catch some big walleyes trolling, but as is often the case in fishing, things don't always go according to plan.
It doesn't feel like a walleye. What is it?
Not. Where Dale and I are fishing today is out in the Great Lakes, but unlike a lot of times when I fish the Great Lakes, when we're fishing big open water schools of fish and stuff, today what we're looking at is structure fishing in the Great Lakes. What we've got here is an offshore break. A lot of times the breaks aren't real regular. They've got bumps and humps in them and things. So what Dale and I are doing is just simply driving around this structure and looking for fish on our depth finder.
And one thing that we've noticed today is all the fish that we've located up to this point have been in that 40 to 45 foot range, and I think that's what we're going to end up targeting.
Keith and Dale start off by trolling open water spinners tipped with night crawlers. After letting out a long leader, an offshore snap weight is attached to the line. This weight positions the spinners down into the fish zone. Inline planer boards are also attached to the line to move the presentation out away from the boat to cover more water and reduce boat spooking.
How far are you back off the snap?
30.
I can see him, he's swimming off to the side here.
30 is my lead. You ain't grabbing that?
Yep.
You can see him out there. It's a nice walleye. Look at him just cruising.
Oh my
goodness. He hasn't even shaken yet.
Oh God,
He just decided to turn his head there.
Oh, it's a big, big walleye. Oh.
You gonna get him with that?
Yeah.
All right, he's coming up. Get him, Dale. Oh, get him. Look at that one. Now that's a big walleye. Boy, and I tell you what, that's what fishing the structure out on the Great Lakes, a lot of times these big fish are just cruising in by this structure. You know, we're fishing pretty deep. This fish was out, I bet you this fish was 40, 45 foot of water, eh?
Oh yeah.
But the spinner, it's such clear water here in the Great Lakes that they'll come up and they'll hear that spinner and they'll move up after him. And I think that's exactly what this fish did. Look at the size of him. Let's get her back in the water here.
All right.
Man, that's a good fish, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think she'll be fine. I mean, she didn't really struggle that much.
No, not at all. Just kind of came right in.
Oh yeah, here she goes. She's got some power. There she goes, Dale.
There she goes, yeah.
Pretty fish, huh?
Oh, beauty. What a beautiful fish.
With open water spinners, one of the tricky parts is that obviously you have to use a weight, whether you're using a snap weight like this or an inline weight. And when you're fishing out in the Great Lakes, one of the problems you can run into is the zebra mussels that are down on the bottom. And the reason they can become a problem is because if you let this weight out too fast and you let your spinner get down close to the bottom, they'll almost instantly ball up on your hook or your treble hook or just mess up the whole situation. So one of the little tips when you're out fishing open water spinners, especially when you're around zebra mussels or real snaggy areas, is that first of all you want to let out everything real slow. Don't just free spool out your line. You can see here I'm using my thumb, thumbing out the spool here or the line so that it goes out fairly slow. Now the other thing you're going to want to do, I'll get this out here, is when you attach your boards. In open water you want to use boards with spinners because the fish are fairly spooky. But after you attach your board and start to let those out, you're also going to want to let them out very slow. One other thing I like to do is engage my spool, turn on my clicker, and then turn down my drag. And I can adjust that drag real finely to real slowly let that board out, and then I can start working on another board or maybe hopefully net one of Dale's fish or whatever.
Even though a great fish came on an open water spinner, the fish catching activity isn't up to par.
Dale, look at this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's a mark right off, and it's a little bit shallower than here's one right on the bottom. You can see it here, but even more over here. There's not a lot of marks. It's just maybe if we covered some more water with cranks, we'd
do a little better.
Do a little bit better.
Kavajecz and Stroschein decide to change gears and give the fish a new look. They switch to trolling crankbaits, which allows them to move at a faster speed, in turn covering more water with the hope of triggering a few more bites.
The outside one there fading back, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. There's one.
Yeah, all right. It's fish, isn't it?
Yeah, fish on.
Boy, it's just a real slow
drop.
Oh, he's coming in kind of high. I think I'll extend this thing out here.
All right. Well, there you go.
Now we got some. Now I can reach out and touch someone.
Yeah, absolutely. 17 feet.
17 feet to success. Oh, there he is, Dale.
Oh, yeah.
Right here. Oh, boy, he's just barely hooked.
Oh, boy, yeah, you see that. Oh, man, come on. I'm going to just bring him in slow.
I got him.
Oh, nice job.
I got him.
Good net job. All right. Woo!
It's a pretty decent one. Look how dark he is.
Oh, man.
Look at how dark that one is.
Wow.
Boy, he didn't look that big in the water.
No. Boy, that's a healthy fish, though. Nice. Fat fish.
And the old purple fire tiger.
Yep.
Thunderstick. Well, he had it.
Yeah,
he smells like a walleye, doesn't he? Walleye from the deep. You know, we marked those fish up in...
Oh, he does have kind of a smell, don't he?
We marked those fish up in 22, 23 feet of water. Decided to go with some crankbaits to cover a little bit more water because the marks are kind of sporadic, so I wanted to pick up the speed a little, put some crankbaits on. Didn't take too long for you to get one.
No, that's a nice fish.
Oh, very nice. And 120 back, huh?
Yeah, 120 back.
It's real important to keep track of stuff like that because now we'll put this same crankbait 120 feet back again and hopefully it'll produce again. So
yeah, I mean, repeatability is the key to being successful, that's for sure. Okay, we'll let this one go here, Keith.
You should be all right.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Didn't have him out of the water very long. Boy, pretty fish though. Look at that.
There
In that clear water. Woo!
All right.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah.
Summertime walleyes often spread out on structure and can even be suspended just off the sides of the drop-offs. Usually, when structure cranking, baits are run close to the bottom, but since the waters of Green Bay are crystal clear, walleyes can see their prey from a great distance. Keith and Dale are able to run the baits several feet off bottom and employ inline planer boards to cover a wide swath as they troll down the break.
Oh, fish, Keith! Keith! Oh.
Hey, this is my side of the boat.
Okay,
Come on now.
Can we get this one out of the way here, though?
Are you trying to grab my rod
I
there?
know, well, yeah, what are you going to do?
Oh, yeah, he's a good one, Dale.
Yeah, it looks like a nice fish.
Here's a fish right here.
Gee.
Look at it pounding it.
Oh!
Now what are we going to do? He's on that lead core.
Oh!
Looks like a good one, too.
Yeah, keep that motor up.
Oh, man.
Can't go with it.
I can get this.
All right, go ahead. All right.
All right, I got it.
You got it?
Well, he's still
I'm
on
getting
there.
closer here now.
Oh, yeah, he feels good, Dale.
All
How
right.
far are you?
17 now.
Here, let me just put mine in the rod holder here.
All right.
And then we'll get yours first. I'll get the net. Where is he?
Nice. It doesn't feel like a walleye. What is
It's
it?
not. Catfish.
I was wondering what was going on.
Let me get over here to my back to mine. Maybe I got the right thing.
Well, wait.
Catfish. The king of the cats, Dale Stroschein, has just hooked into one of the Lake Michigan's finest. Ooh, look at that beautiful specimen.
It's a dandy.
You're a beauty.
It's a beautiful cat there if I've ever seen one. Come here. All right, we got him.
There you go. Goodbye, Mr. Cat.
See you later, buddy.
Kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Okay, I'm gonna get the net ready because this is a walleye we got here.
Catmandu.
Catmandu. Oh, it's an eye.
Oh yeah, he's a good one too. Can you get him, Dale?
Yeah, I got him.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, another nice fish, Keith.
Fire tiger, get him in here. There
right.
we go. Good fish, huh?
Yeah,
Look at how stocky he is.
just really colorful.
He's a gorgeous fish. And in the clear water, it's just real unusual to have these
They
colorful
got to be
fish.
coming off, it's got to be coming off some type of a bottom, Keith, that's giving them that color.
You know, we looked at those at the bottom with the underwater camera and saw all those zebra mussels. Remember how dark the bottom looks
Yeah.
now? Maybe that's what's doing it. Maybe with all that dark bottom now, they've decided to darken up, kind of like a chameleon, I guess.
Absolutely.
Huh? All right, here's the clean
Let
side.
him go?
Yep,
right.
let him go right here. I don't think he'll take much. No, he didn't.
yeah.
There he goes.
The real deal. Straight talk to help make you a better fisherman.
You know, Dale, if people are paying real close attention out there, they'll notice that we're fishing 3 different types of line. Why don't you tell them why mono is a good first choice?
Well, one of the reasons that I like to choose, I've chosen mono today is we're using, on this particular rod, Keith, we're running a deep thunder stick. And with
The big deep thunder
yeah,
stick,
the big deep down thunder stick. And with a deep thunder stick, I'm able to achieve that depth that I need to using the monofilament.
Right, and we're in about 24, 25 feet of water, and that can easily dive down into that high 20s range. So we're actually even running a little shorter than we
Right,
have to.
and one thing that I really like about the mono, Keith, is it fights a fish real nice. And it, for me, somebody that makes mistakes now and again,
I don't make no mistakes.
mono's a little more forgiving.
The other kinds of lines we're using, one is fire line here. The thing about fire line is it's a very low diameter line. It's no stretch, but the reason I'm using it here is because it's low diameter. This 10-pound test is the same diameter as 4-pound. That allows the bait to dive deeper. So for this deep junior thunder stick, which it could only go down maybe 18 feet on its own, by putting it on fire line, now it can dive down into that 20, 22, maybe even 24 foot deep. The last kind of line that we're using is lead core line.
Something that I like to use a lot of also.
The reason we're using lead core is that we want to get the bait to dive down a little deeper. Now obviously I could use fire line on this little thunder stick too, but lead core line is actually lead filled line. We don't have to let out as much line, and it will actually pull that bait down to those depths.
Well, and the other thing that you mentioned, Keith, is we're running 6 lines today, and seeing that we go over to the lead core, we can run these off the inside rod holders,
right.
Keep it tight to the boat, so we need to clear a line when we get a fish on. We're not bringing in as much line as the mono.
Back to more walleye fishing on Wisconsin's Green Bay.
Oh my, now it's been a while since I felt something like this.
They'll stay down like this, and when they get real close to the boat, all of a sudden they hear that motor and stuff, and they're boom, 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 they want to start pounding.
18 back. 10.
Of course, the fish isn't the only one getting excited here. I think Stroschein's a little excited. Oh, there he is. Nice fish. You're the cat man! You are the cat man! You. This is a good one. This is a good one. Oh boy, I haven't felt anything like this in a while. Yeah, you haven't felt anything like that in a while.
What Keith and I have been doing today is, right now we're working, we saw a lot of marks in that 25-foot range, and we're working a little bit of a break here. And it's not a very strong break along this particular part here, but we do have to stay in the back of the boat and constantly monitoring the small kicker to keep us on that break line. And what we're doing is just watching the graph.
Inside board.
Oh, yep. Okay. Oh, we just had a little snag there. But what we're trying to do is maintain that break line. So we're constantly staying back here with our small motor and adjusting for that and watching the graph at all times.
Look at this board, Dale. Look at.
What's going on?
I don't know. It's like flattened right out.
It's going out the other board, Keith.
I think there's a fish here.
What?
I think there's a fish here.
I'm not getting up. I'm not leaving my sandwich for this salad. Is there a fish or not?
Well, yeah.
I better get going here. I'm going to get the net. Hang on.
Well, that's nice of you. I was wondering to go and get it. 20. What is it?
Can't see. Big walleye. Big walleye.
Oh my. It's a nice one.
Oh my goodness.
Can you get it, Dale?
Yeah, I'm going to got it. I got it. Oh, man.
Oh, he's off too.
Oh, I almost went out of the boat.
Oh, baby. Now that's a big walleye. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Fishing can be a pretty humbling endeavor. Even with species-specific tackle and presentations, die-hard walleye guys like Kavajecz and Stroschein manage to catch the wrong fish from time to time.
It's a beautiful cat there, if I've ever seen one.
But that's how it goes. Besides, if fishing was a predictable science, it probably wouldn't be as much fun.
That's what the Great Lakes are all about.
Hot Topics, leading-edge techniques and tackle designed to put more fish in your boat. Brought to you by thenextbite.com. Real fishing information from real fishing experts.
Come here, baby. The new setup. I love this stuff. I'll let him go. Boy, what a nice fish. See, baby. I'll tell you, I really like fluorocarbon lines. In fact, fluorocarbons have been around for a few years. There's no doubt that they work good. The one neat thing about fluorocarbons is they're clear line. They have just about the same light refractive index as what water does. So what that means is that when the line gets into the water, it literally disappears, both to the human eye and to the fish's eye. Now, the thing about fluorocarbon, though, is sometimes it's a little bit tough to see. And you can see I just caught that fish with the jigging application. And one of the things about jigging, especially for walleyes in the last 4 or 5 years, we've seen a tendency to go to colored lines. Colored lines are fantastic. They're easy to see. Basically, you know, you'll watch a fish bite, the line can jump, or sometimes if a fish picks the jig up, the line will move off to the side. Well, I can see that real easy. When I'm casting, especially on calm days like we see here today, I like to go to a monofilament or a fluorocarbon where there's some stretch built into the system. Now, this new line is a fluorocarbon. Berkeley's just come out with it. It's only been out for a few months. It's called Transition. It's a fluorocarbon that's colored. You can see the nice golden color we have here. It's super, super easy to see. But the beautiful thing about this line is that it's light sensitive. As soon as my jig gets thrown into the water, the line literally gets clear again. And so to the fish's eye, this line's clear. To my eye, the line above the water is easy to see. I love the idea that they can't see it. So it works very, very well.
We got it. That's a nice fish.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
Keep your hooks off the bottom, and those zebra mussels and snags won't get on them, and you're going to be out there fishing. I hate that ending. I'm good going to Kathmandu.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? They got to eat too.
Our destination for today is Green Bay, which is part of Lake Mission. Mission Impossible. Fish on, Mark. Inside. Oh! Bottom. That was bottom.
Bait's gone.
Can't believe that one snagged. I only had 100 feet back.
Yeah, lucky you.
Lucky you, it was your lure. Look at that thing.
That's a big cat.
Dale Stroschein owns Sand Bay Beach Resort and Suites on Green Bay. For a great place to stay or to book a guide trip for trophy walleyes or smallmouth, contact Dale at 920-743-5731 or contact him on the web at sandbaybeachresort.com.
Nice fish there.
The Next Bite is a production of Marine Grade Marketing.